Okay, welcome back. This is Levi coming at you with a review on my draft section for the Prickleboar. So we're gonna see what I go with. I think I drafted this last week, maybe a little longer. All right, so obviously I want to take the Nissa here. Pretty obvious, but you know what? I want well, just for the monetary value of it, and it turns out to be an okay card. Um, what was that? Ranger as an elf in Lorwyn. Search the library for any basic land card, whereas this is just a forest, it's just you can flip over. But let's actually look at the uncommons. Fiery Conclusion is okay removal in the correct deck. Seismic Elemental is definitely a first pick. Sigil Starfish is really good. I don't know about first pick, probably. Reeve Soul is an option, just really strong removal. But this is definitely takes me down green. But what we need to remember is you do not have to marry your first pick, right? Let's keep an eye. Let's see what's being passed to us. I want to look at like kind of like pick 4 or 5 to see what if there's any really strong cards in here. So let's go ahead and try to jump ahead a little bit. I do have it at 2 times the speed. 3, 2, 1, 0. All right, what do we got here? If my memory serves me correct, I think I go with throwing knife. Maybe, I don't know. So it was taken out of a rare was not taken out of it. We got uncommon, uncommon, uncommon. So a common was taken out of it. I don't have the top 5 of each color common memorized yet on that. Could be Topan Freeblade. I would take that over the Cleric. Could be a Reeve Soul. Could be. It doesn't look like it's red because Lightning Javelin stands out to me as a common. So is the Akron Sergeant. Rock's Mauler. So I don't think it's red. It could be Fiery Impulse. Fiery the shock for a creature. Shock slash lightning bolt creature. I feel like it could be Black Removal. Alright, but nonetheless, what would I take out of this one? Remember, do not marry my first pick. Lightning Javelin, I could click on that, stands out. I would take the Lightning Javelin over the Sergeant. Would I take that over the Enthralling Victor? Yeah. So, when in doubt, go with the removal. I think I may go Throwing Knife just because I haven't played with it before. It's a fit a green deck. I would take Rock Maulers if I want to go green. I think, actually, I may take the Rock Maulers. That's what I take following up Nissa. Yeah. Because, I mean, I'm going to play Nissa. If you can flip her, she's good. Yeah, I'm like, oh, what am I talking about here? Throwing Knife. Let's kind of jump ahead a little bit. Figure out, I went with Throwing Knife. I think that was a mistake. Like I was saying, I should have gone with Rock Mauler to being green. So Throwing Knife does keep me open a little longer, but let's see, what do we want here? Shaman of the Pack, green, black. My pause there, I can't pause here. Not gonna take Call of the Moon, not gonna take Clash of Wills. Shaman of the Pact does make me want to go an elf, and Nissa is an elf, I did not realize that. Read the Bones stands out, Way to the Underworld. Yava's Force Mage is an option, but I think just on the power level, go with the Shaman of the Pact. I'm okay with that. I take that over the Read the Bones. Let's see, what do I take? Do not take Clash of Wills. Alright, I took the Shaman of the Pact. Messenger, Fiery Conclude. Alright, so I was saying what? Let's take a look at pick 4 and 5. So we were past Lightning Javelin. Now we have Fiery Impulse. So definitely says red is open. So alright, so I'm looking at green, Sylvan Messenger, not really good enough. Caustic Caterpillar. I mean, I would play one, but it's not really a thing I want to do. Black, no black spells. I'm not going to play the Night Snare. Rune Servitude, and then the enchantment. So, yeah, Fire Impulse is a pick, and it's like, let's move into red. Is that what we do? Alright, we did that. Here, oh, okay, so maybe I'm following my intuition. Or following kind of the strategy of like, hey, let's move into red since we passed that, or it could be too late. I don't know. So I can't actually well, we did Fiery Prickleboar, so I feel like I did force red here. But if we wanted to do, let's say the green black deck, right? Definitely take Read the Bones. That is probably the strongest card here. So looking at green, Aerial Volleys, sideboard card, Nissa's Pilgrimage. I've never played that. I don't like playing cards like that. Evolving Wild is, of course, an option here, but I feel like maybe pick up Read the Bones and then kinda, because like I'm not impressed with the Subterranean Scout. It is a 2-drop. 2-drops are very important in this format, but I feel like it should have been Read the Bones here. We were past one Read the Bones. And what did I take? This Subterranean Scout. Now this is Jiraga's Invocation, just strong green. The Dead Bridge Shaman could have been good, for it is an elf. Majoring Bully, no. Manel's Web, or Frigga's Disciple. Ooh, what would I take if I want to go? Or just go with the Jiraga's Invocation. I think with the like it's really powerful. Yeah, I think I'd go with that. I would still go with that pick. And that's, as you can see, I'm mentioning like Frigga's Disciples, Casting Cost 4, Jiraga's Invocation. Just try to go with get a whole bunch of Elvish Visionaries, get a whole bunch of elves. We could try that. I'm okay with that. Animist Awakening, no. Subterranean. So that's the right here. If I was going down the green path, I'd just sticking to it. And that, yeah, I probably shouldn't have done this of trying to force the red, because I do have powerful. I've got Nissa, I've got Shaman of the Pact, and now Jiraga's. Why was I trying to push red so much? Just because I saw Fiery Impulse and Lightning Javelin. So yeah, that's probably a misread, because now those aren't that good. So I'd like to have a Caustic Caterpillar in my green deck. But yeah, here's if I'm going green, black. Actually, Nantuko Husk is the pick. Now that I point that out to myself, just because it's a stronger card. Caustic Caterpillar. Probably going to see the other one come around. I think I take that. Yep. So there's Subterranean Scout. What do we want here? Fetid Imp. Display. You haven't played with this. I've only drafted like blue once. Or no, that was actually in a seal, so I've never drafted blue yet. I want to do that Reclusive Artificer. We'll look up how to pronounce that. So Fetid Imp is good. Prickleboar. Hold on, let's take a look at this. So what? Pause. Didn't pause. All right, now it's paused. Yeah, the Nice Snare. Target opponent reveals his or her hand. You may no. I'm not gonna play that card. Yeah, Prickleboar strong. That's another interesting cue that red is open. Shatter's Fury. I would like to play one of those in the deck, or just have access to one, just in case we play against a deck that has a whole bunch of X1s. So sure, I'll stay consistent with this pick. Jump ahead a little bit here. What do we have? Enthralling Victor. That came around. So this is red is open. But again, I think I should. Alright, I've got the green black. Throwing Knife versus red. I think I was still throwing off the Fiery Impulse. Don't get married to your fourth pick. No, alright, so here I would definitely take Shambling Ghoul with the mind of, hey, I'm gonna I'm leaning my black green cards are much more powerful than my red. And even just seeing that, it's a strong 2-drop. So many cases now I see having a 2/2, and you just can't attack into a 2/3. Enthralling Victor with Nantuko Husk, yep. Seems pretty good. Call the Full Moon. I haven't played that. I think I'd go with it, but I'd probably take Cobble Brood over that. Guardian. And you should take the Sylvan Messenger, especially if I'm doing Shaman of the Pack shenanigans. But I didn't take. I think I allowed Mr. Man to talk me out of that. That's if I were green, black. Alright, what do we have here? Ravaging Blaze, which is great. Swift Reckoning. We didn't see any white really in there. Gurapur, Gearcrafter, Land War Empath. Alright, so let's take a look at, obviously, Ravaging Blaze. I picked that up. It's really strong. But what if we were black-green still? Just probably Land War Empath. It's okay. That's about it. So, maybe the red. So this seeing red here makes me want to go down that path. Um, red green suppression bonds, a lot of good. White. Let's see. So for red, of the cards I have right now, probably Subterranean Scout. Am I overvaluing that card? It's just, I think maybe I'm overvaluing 2 drafts. Probably not. I've noticed the drafts that I lose, like it's just I'm too slow. Like I'm not jumping out. Like I'm too defensive the entire game and just end up losing. So that's why I'm prioritizing 2 drops, 2/2s, Grizzly Bears higher. So for this, yeah, I feel like I've already kind of passed on the opportunities of going the green black, but if I were still on that path, maybe Might of the Masses. I mean, that could be a pretty strong card. Yeah, just the green's bad in here, black's bad. So right now, that's why we're going red, Fire Fiend, Elemental versus Subterranean Scout. I feel like the Subterranean Scout combos with Nantuko Husk a little bit. Are there any other 2 drops that I could do shenanigans with? Not really, but I'm okay. Yeah, we're having the discussion. Where I go, which one is it? Which one is it? I went with the 4-drop. Prickleboar again. Call the full moon. Maybe I need to play that out. Notice celestial flares in here. That's pretty good. Do I go with the Prickleboar? So it's Mystery Man, right? He loves his high casting cost creatures. I'm calling you out, bro. The spoils. I like that card. If we were still on the elf green black, elvish visionary would be great. I'd probably even take elvish visionary over to spoils because it goes really well with the invocation, Draga's invocation. When I was back up, we're going kind of fast, and so yeah, the Gnarl Root Trapper would be great in the green black elf deck. Mind Masses would have been good. Read the Bones would have been good. I probably would have gone with the elf just for the combo going with the Shaman of the Pax more. Just getting the Sylvan Messenger would be good, and then target attacking elf control games Death Touch, so you can really get in your elf guys. Catacombs comes around, you can always use a Catacombs, right? Catacomb Slug. Reverent, I've been really happy with that. That's the second Undead Servant we've seen. So yeah, definitely pick up Llanowar Empath if we're doing the green black elf deck. I'd been happy with that. Maybe Vastwood Gorger would come around, just kind of a 6-drop big beats. Taking this pack, maybe Revenant. I think it's because I'm with Mr. Man. I take that. Trying the red black thing. Alright, that Deadbridge Shaman would have been a good pickup. No, Wild Instincts would have been the great pickup in the green. So it really seems like the green-black elf deck was open in this draft. I think if I would have done that, I'd have gone much better. Here's a question. I'd have to look at my converted mana cost because I'd have 2 empaths already, a Sylvan Messenger. The 4 drops versus so it's a Sylvan Messenger versus a Hitchclaw Recluse. Recluse, I've been very happy with the performance of this card. Probably go with this Sylvan Messenger, just being able to draw so many elf cards. I think here I take the Flame Shadow Conjuring just because I haven't played it, and I actually played it in this draft and was able to copy a non-token creature. It's kind of like a win more card. In that situation, I think I'd have to check that game out too. Like I was unimpressed with it, underperformed. So good learning curve here. Look at another Llanowar Empath, unless that was the same one. Might of Masses, pick that up for the green black deck. Zendikar Royal. I played Zendikar Royal in one draft, and I even got it out on turn 4. I had the Leaf Gilder, turn 2 or 3 or something, played something, and turn 3 and then turn 4 played Zendikar Royal, and I'm like, sweet, things are going well. I'm gonna win. Like whatever I draw is gonna be great. But then my opponent took it out. I think it was a Caustic Spider, maybe. It just took it out, and so like I was like, well, I just invested so much time getting that out there, and it underperformed that one time playing it because the format people are, you main deck enchantment artifact removal. So especially the Caustic Caterpillar, the was it Enlightens Ascetic. So those are floating around, so committing 5 mana to it is pretty tough. Take the slug now. The 2/4 for 4 is better. He's there. It's a slug. Is a 2/6 for 5. I'd want the lower converted mana cost. Are there any tricks I can do with the 4 cards in the graveyard? Not right now. Maybe pick up that black spell that you can take to another slug. Take that slug. All right. All right. Going into pack 3 now. Take kind of a recap of what we're doing here. Demonic Pact. Did I take that? I don't remember. Probably Light Javelin is the pick here, or Shadows of the Past. I've lost many a game to my opponents playing Shadows of the Past. You just kind of get to this point in the game where, number one, scrying is pretty powerful. It's like half a draw card. So you always forget, like, it makes attacking and blocking. Like, if my opponent controls Shadows of the Past, like, I really don't want to attack because creatures will trade off, and then my opponent gets the advantage. You know, twice. His creature dies, my creature dies. So rather than parity, you're getting an advantage. And then all of a sudden, look, you've got 4 cards in the graveyard. It's closing into the end game, and then you're going to have 5 mana, and then lose 2, gain 2. That gain 2 gives you that additional boost of longevity. I won't call it inevitability, but longevity of, like, you still can play stuff, you keep playing lands, it increases. The longer the game goes, the more advantage, and that's what gaining 2 life per turn does. So I'd probably take Shadows of the Past for this deck I have right now. If it were the green-black, yeah, definitely take Shadows of the Past. I think that would be a good pickup. Demonic Pact, did I take it? I don't remember if I did or not. It's like I think it was like a ticket or 2, and I just haven't played it yet. It's still a new card, so I'm having fun. Yep, I took it just for pretty much throwing away this draft. Is that what's going on? Unholy Hunger is really good. That would go in this deck. That would go in the green black deck. Here's the thing. I haven't played Meteorite. Meteorite was in M15, I believe, and it was okay. Surprisingly, the 2 damage target creature player is relevant. So this is a 5 mana. It's pretty tough. I was going to say 5 mana and a 2 mana semi-quick format is kind of rough, but hey, that 5 mana does take out a 2-drop, so I don't know, kind of interesting. I should try it out sometime. But Unholy Hunger is definitely the pick here. Reeve Soul versus Eyeblight Massacre versus Seismic Elemental, Rocks Maulers. So let's look at this deck. We're black-red. Eyeblight Massacre has a higher potential of taking out 2, 3, 4 for 1s. But if you're looking at the deck right now, it'd kill Fetid Imp. It would kill the Despoilers of Souls, Subterranean Scout. Deadwood Shaman is an elf. Take out Nantuko Husk. It could be Sax there. Takes out the Victor. Fire. Yeah, so Eyeblight Massacre just seems pretty bad in this deck, right? I know you have to play around it, but you're going to have creatures out, and then you're going to kill your own creatures. Versus Reef Souls. I mean, Reef Souls is just a strong card. I mean, think about Reef Souls. Looking at this, it takes out Prickleboar. Takes out Revenant, maybe, most likely. Takes out Return Centaurs, Enthralling Victor, Elemental, Flame Shadow, I forget what that card is. Takes out the Automaton, Nantuko Husk, potentially. Like, it just, look at all these cards it takes out. And Reef Soul's just pretty strong removal in this set. So looking back, I probably should have taken Reef Soul for this deck. I think I take Eyeblight Massacre. With the same logic, I'd take Reef Soul and the green black. Wait, what's that? Well, I take Reef Souls over Rock Maulers. Yeah. I'm going to prioritize low casting removal over the 5-drop creature, even though it's good. And kind of the theory, once you play Rock Maulers, like your opponent plays that and attacks, it becomes a 6, like it's going to attack, it's going to trample through. So it becomes a 6/6, and if you don't have removal for it right away, I mean, you pretty much are going to lose to it. So it's a super strong card. Lightning Javelin definitely fits this deck. The green, going back to green, black deck, I'd probably take the 2/3, comes and play tap the Shambling Ghoul. Yeah, the Graveblade Marauder is great in both decks. Fetid Imp versus Nantuko Husk. We got 13 creatures right now. Maybe the Fetid Imp. I'm not sure on this one. Nantuko Husk does have a lot of potential of being strong. I'm looking at Fire Imp, I don't have any Goblin or Dragon Fight or anything. I'm throwing it like I'm undecided on this. Nantuko Husk does go well with Enthralling Victor in this deck, so there's some synergy in there. It just has it has a lot of potential of, and this is pack 3 of like going 2 damage, dead. Fetid Imp is just, it's just a strong creature. It's a 2/1 flyer that's going to kill whatever holds back your attacking. Probably Nantuko Husk. If it's a black-green deck, yeah. Land War Empath, that'd have been the 4th one, I think. Rapid Bloodsucker, so I'd take the Empath. Sure, take the Fire Fiend Elemental for this deck. Yeah, I think I could have had a much better green-black deck here. Aerial Volley for sideboard, and the other deck, Shambling Ghoul. No, actually, oh my gosh, look at this. Shadows of Past came around. Did I not even see that? Blight, so, wow. Yeah, Shadows of the Past should have been the pickup there. Oh, did I take it? Yeah, alright, good. I took it. Should be completely disappointed in myself. Dark Dabbling, does that cantrip? Drain target creature, draw cards. I mean, that's okay filler. I haven't played it yet, but just thinking, it's just like any other cycle card. Tainted Remedy, if an opponent would gain life. No. Dark Dabbling versus Thornbow Archer. I mean, this is a small edge, but I probably should have taken Dark Dabbling over Thornbow Archer, because I'm not going to play that. Even, what about the black-green elf deck? What is this? A good enough elf to put in there? I don't know. Yeah, in that case, I would just take it. But here I should take Dark Dabbling. Cobblebird's okay, and the other deck I would have taken the Archer. What do we got here? Well, take rare drafting, sure. I'm not gonna take another second Dark Dabbling. Sure, 6-drop. Don't really plan on playing it necessarily. Alright, so that's the deck. Just kind of reviewing it. I probably would have had a black-green elf deck working on that. So, once again, guys, thank you very much for watching, and I feel like I have improved my analysis a little bit more. Every time you draft, you're kind of in that moment. It's very quick. You don't have enough time to really think everything out. So it's always, if you want to improve, you're always looking to get better. This is a good way to review your game and review your decisions with more time. So, all right, thank you for watching, and remember to subscribe. All right, see you guys.